Start all over again. For the bright side of branding, business, and being your own boss. Hey boss, it's Sunny Lenarduzzi, and welcome to The Sunny Show for the bright side of branding, business, and being your own boss. And speaking of being your own boss, if you're not a member yet, I have an amazing free mastermind group on Facebook that's filled with over 10,000 entrepreneurs from all over the world and supporting each other in growing our businesses and brands on our own terms. And it's called the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind. So I started this less than a year ago, and it's grown super fast, and I'm so proud of how engaged the community is and how supportive the community is and how much benefits and help come out of that group for people's businesses all over the world. I'd actually say it's probably my biggest accomplishment in my career thus far, and I truly believe Facebook groups are one of the best assets that you can have for your business. So why is a Facebook group so vital to your business? Well, it's a place where you can continue to build close relationships with your community and with your tribe online. Share your value, share your knowledge and expertise, and position yourself as a leader in your space. And also, another way to think about it is as another email list, because truly, when you have new products and services to offer, you have a built-in audience and customer database really who will give you their feedback and be the first to buy your new products and services. So there's so many benefits to having a highly engaged Facebook group, but that's the real question. How do you start a Facebook group that's actually engaged and active? So since I've been able to do that with the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind group, I wanted to share that knowledge and expertise that I've learned through trial and error over the last year in my top 5 tips for growing an engaged Facebook group. So tip number 1, and I'm sure you're not going to be surprised, but it all starts with good branding and making sure that your group is aligned with your brand colors and your brand aesthetic across all your platforms online so that people know it's actually you who's hosting this private group on Facebook. But another little secret tip is for the first week that you open your group, and this is something that I did for my group, is I kept it public so that people could figure out what it was about and they'd be more excited to join. And then I turned it to private, and now people have to request access. So on the branding tip, make sure that your banner on your Facebook group reflects who's hosting the group. So that should be a picture of yourself, and it should say hosted by you so that people know that you're the founder of it and you're the main point of contact. The branding should be aligned with your aesthetic and your colors. So ours is black, white, and gold, as is the rest of our platforms and my website. And make sure that you have a call to action in the banner of some way, shape, or form, telling people to comment or to engage, and also giving them a website where they can find out more information about you or your business. And finally, you want to make sure that you have a hashtag. This is a little bonus tip, but we started the BYO Boss hashtag when we created this group, and it's a great thing to do for your business because that hashtag can be used everywhere online. So we have people talking about the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind group on all social platforms using that hashtag, and it's even turned into a store and a clothing line and swag and all of those things because the hashtag is taken off so much. So if you can think of a really smart branded hashtag, it's a great way to gain more exposure for your group, and make sure to include that hashtag on your banner as well so your group members know to use it. Tip number 2, and this is really, really important, is you have to lay the ground rules so people know what to expect in the group and what is allowed and what will get them booted real quick out of the group. So one of the best tricks, and you again will not be surprised by this, but I suggest creating a welcome video and pinning it to the top of your group. And that just welcomes people into your group. You host it, you tell them what the purpose of the group is so they're very clear on what it's for, and you can also direct them to read the rules. So we keep our rules in our group under the files section so people can go and check out what they are. And I just give an overarching rule that we only accept support and positive feedback, and any trolling or negativity or abuse will absolutely not be tolerated. So, and no spam as well. So it's very clear for people, and if they break the rules, they were warned, and it's easy for us to monitor it and get them out of there so we keep the integrity of the group intact. The other thing you want to include in your welcome video, ideally, is letting people know immediately what your involvement level is. So at the beginning of a Facebook group, you want to be sure that you're super involved, you're answering everybody's questions. But when a group grows to over 10,000 people, it's kind of hard to answer every single question in there. But through following all of these tips I'm going to share with you today, you're going to attract a highly targeted audience in there and a highly niche community. And the beauty of that is that it becomes a self-sustaining ecosystem where everyone is interested in the same things and everyone can help solve everyone else's problems. So there's not so much of a reliance on you having to be in there and involved every single day. And you're more so facilitating sort of a support group, if you will. So that's what the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind group has turned into. And that's something that I would suggest including in your welcome video, is to say that you're sort of there to be a fly on the wall and only to interject when you need to and when you can, because if you're in your Facebook group all day, you won't be getting anything else done. So trust your members. And on that note, encourage them to introduce themselves in the comment section of your welcome video so that everyone can get to know each other and say hello and welcome to their fellow members, and in our case, their fellow bosses. And finally, because groups are prone to spammers and trolls and all that kind of stuff, you want to keep an eye on that, and that's why it's really important to keep your group private so that people do have to request access and you can approve them as they come in. But another thing that we've done is we have a designated spam policewoman, and she actually volunteered herself to help us out in tracking the spammers to get them out of there as quickly as possible, because with over 10,000 people in there, it can get a little overwhelming. So something that you could do is designate a active and responsible member to be your spam police. Tip number 3 is content tiers. So in order for your community to actually want to engage, you have to create content. And yes, it is different than creating content for a page or for Twitter or for any other platform on social media, because you want to encourage conversation and communication and engagement and support with your fellow members. So 3 things that we do in our group that work really well is we do Motivation Mondays. So we actually have people write out their goals for the week on that post that we do every single Monday, and people have come to expect it. So it's a really active conversation that happens. And then we also do Way to Go Wednesday. And this is an opportunity for people to promote themselves. And you want to have this in one specific place, because otherwise your group will turn into a lot of self-promotion. And that's not something that we actually allow in our group, because it's a place to support each other. It's not a place to talk about your own stuff and brag about what's going on for your business. So we have a very specific place for people to do that, and it's on the Way to Go Wednesday post. So we tell people to promo the crap out of themselves, their newest blog post, their newest video, whatever they have going on that they're really proud of. That's the place to share it. And then on Fridays, we talk about wins. We do Friday wins, and people share their biggest wins of the week, their biggest accomplishments with each other, and it creates a really positive and engaged thread in the group. And again, continues to engage conversation and encourage conversation in the group to keep things active. And tip number 4 is cross promote. So in order for people to actually know about your group, you need to tell them about your group. So the first thing is cross promote your group on all of your social channels. So I have regularly scheduled tweets driving people to the group to request access that follow me on Twitter. I talk about it often at the end of my YouTube videos to drive my viewers and you guys into the group. And then I also will do free trainings where I'll do the free trainings only in the group, and I'll talk about it in my email, in my emails that I send out to my community. And I'll also post it and promo it on all of my social platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all of the things. So it's driving people to want to see that free training and knowing that they can only see it within the group. So that drives a lot of new members consistently into the group. Finally, tip number 5, and again, no surprise, I'm telling you to use video. You want to go live in your group. This is the best way to continue the conversation with your audience and to keep them engaged and active within your group, because let's face it, there are a lot of groups on Facebook. There are a lot of places where people need to be and need to be engaged. So you want to keep bringing them back to your home space, your headquarters for your business, which will be your Facebook group. So there's really 3 ways to do a live video within your group. The 3 of the best ways that I've found to engage your community is do exclusive free live trainings, as I mentioned in tip number 4, and drive people from all your social channels and from your email list. into your Facebook group to attend those live trainings. Another thing that I do is Q&As. So because I'm the leader of the group and the facilitator of the group, I want to be there for the people in my group and answer any questions or get rid of any roadblocks they might have. So I like to do a fairly regular Q&A within the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind group where people can just chat with me and just spontaneously go live to answer any questions they might have. And then finally, I love to do sort of an after show using live video in my Facebook group. So if you're posting regular content, for me it's YouTube videos, say you have a blog that you write for, or you're posting different pieces of content all over the online space, then you can go into your Facebook group and do a live video or training after show talking about that piece of content, promoting it so more people go and check it out, but also answering any questions that people might have about the piece of content or about the training that you provided in your pre-produced piece of content. So those are the 3 ways that I use live video in my Facebook group to encourage conversation and encourage an engaged community. All right, now following my own advice, you're probably able to guess where I'm going to tell you to go right now. Make sure you head to the Be Your Own Boss Mastermind group on Facebook, join over 10,000 bosses supporting each other and growing our businesses and our brands and our lives really on our own terms. It's such a wonderful, positive place to be and truly my biggest accomplishment in my business and my career so far. So I look forward to seeing you in there, and make sure to introduce yourself when you do get access to the group, and go and grab your BYO Boss swag in the byoboss.store. The link is below this video. And you can also follow BYO Boss on Instagram as well. So I will see you in all of those different places. And if you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. The Sunny Show.